Iowa Western women's basketball team is headed deep in the heart of Texas. But how? Play ball. And how? The Reavers do more than just weather the cold. Drive for show. The Iowa Western men's golf team features some heavy hitters. Putt for dough. The ladies lining them up and knocking them down as well. Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to our latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Now, the Iowa Western women's basketball team is just one win away from the promised land, and the Reavers just one season away from their head coach's first season. That's right. Now, in the dictionary, next to the word passion, there's Lindsay Vandehoof's picture. I love the fire that she brings to the bench, that fire and passion that shows in the way her players play. All the way to nationals? Here's IDUB TV student Riley Martin.
Iowa Western hits the road to face Mineral Area for the District K title. First quarter and Reavers jump out 11-0. Melise Uchar pulls up from the arc and drains it. It's the sophomore from Turkey again, just inside the line. The Aussie, Haley Winter, drives to the rack for the Cardinals and finishes. Iowa Western dominating the game with a 21-13 lead after one. Second quarter, and Delia Ania feeds Jose Johns down low with the dream hook, the freshman with 9 points. Ali Verzani finds Zanaya Jackson on the perimeter and fires. The Reavers shoot 44% from the three-point line. Alicia Mountain finds Ania wide open for three. Didi, as she is known, hits 5 for 8 from downtown. The visitors lead at 37-25 at the break. Third quarter, and Destiny Tooks cuts through traffic for the lay-in. 47-31 Iowa Western. Uchar dishes to Lade Adepoju, who misses, and Uchar cleans it up, the sophomore with 14 points. Big Blue leads by 12, 49-37 going into the final quarter. The area's Winter drives in. The home team trails by 6 with just over 3 to go. Azaria Floyd brings the ball to the rim and finishes, killing the comeback. Reavers ice the Cardinals, 66-56. Big Blue is off to nationals.
This meant everything. We've been practicing since the beginning of the season to go to nationals, so we're so excited to go.
For me as a coach personally, this is my first time getting to the national tournament at any level. So obviously I'm extremely proud to take this group of young ladies.
Being able to come from Europe and playing in this high level, and at the end we get to go to nationals. I hope we're gonna, as a sophomores, we're gonna get recruited, and last year we didn't have that chance. I hope it's gonna be better options in our future.
I think the biggest thing for us is probably commitment, especially like me and Melise last year. We didn't get a lot of playing time, and so being able to be not only sophomores but like really key players and leaders on this team this year, and being able to take our teammates to nationals. We wouldn't have been able to do it if we weren't doing it as a family or being committed to each other.
No, I mean, we get a week to prepare for nationals. That's what's next, and now we've been taking it one game at a time. Now we gotta go get ready for that, go down to Texas and take care of business.
What is next?
Nationals!
Iowa Western heads to nationals for the 7th time in school history. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Riley Martin.
Hey, team together loud and proud, girls. I am so proud of you guys. Team together loud, team together proud. 1, 2, 3, team together!
So while one team keeping it indoors, another hits off the tee outdoors. The women lining up a new season. But first, home sweet home. Big Blue goes to bat for the first time at Doc Ross Field. When we come back.
We asked a group of employees what makes our bank special, and here is what they said.
We're available to answer customer questions as quickly as possible.
We're available to help our community grow.
We are available to explain the benefits of electronic banking.
We're available to teach your kids financial literacy.
We are available to help our local businesses grow and prosper.
We're available to turn your dream of homeownership into reality.
We're available to help our ag customers keep a family tradition alive.
We're available to make decisions right here and right now.
Being available to our customers and communities is not only what ties us together, but also what you want most from your financial institution. And our new name says just that. Welcome to Avela Bank. You'll see that new name when you access our website and your online banking account. You'll see the name on brochures, advertisements, receipts, even on the bank employees you have come to rely on. And within a month, you'll see it on our buildings.
This is a big change, but rest assured, this is the only change we're implementing. We're still the same people in the same locations, with the same management and same ownership. And of course, the same commitment to be available to you and our communities. And that, quite simply, is why we're proud to say, we're Avela.
We are 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 Avela.
We're Avela.
We're Avela.
Council Bluffs is a growing, vibrant community. It's becoming a modern 21st century community.
We will be the largest free Wi-Fi hotspot in the United States.
Our vision is about building a community where families want to live and businesses want to locate.
We see that as a great potential enhancement for future growth in the city.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't, because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring Family-Owned Funeral Home, serving Council Bluffs in Southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
Always remember this moment. The Iowa Western baseball team wins its third national title in what, 5 years? Well, that was 2 years ago. And with a Hall of Fame coach and the culture of winning the right way, no doubt expectations are through the roof. College World Series or else. And this year, of course, no exception. Say hello to a new season at Doc Ross Field. Raritan's Reavers set to play 9 with Southeast.
1, 2, 3, go!
Bottom of the first inning, after Zach Hanna doubles, Tyler Reichenborn, a bingle through the hole. Hanna hits the dirt. And Big Blue is on the board. Peter Hutzel then smokes one to dead center. And the race is on. 1 run is in. And another. Iowa Western 4 runs, 4 hits in the inning. Bottom of the second. Chris Botso walks. The redshirt freshman steals second. Why not third? Brandon Benna blisters one up the box. Number 17 trots in. 5-0 Reavers after just 2 innings. Now, decent crowd, having, as you can see, a ball. Keatwin gets the start on the hill, goes 6, 2 hits, strikes out 5. The freshman right-hander helps his own cause, a 1-6-3 double play. Now, the home team 7 hits overall. Botso, a base hit. Another run comes home, 6-0 Big Blue. Now, the visitors only muster 3 hits off 3 Iowa Western pitchers, score 3 runs. A wild pitch in the 9th. But Zach Barnes gets the final out. The Reavers weather the storm 7-3.
We've been struggling. We're 13 games in, and you know our biggest opponent is ourselves right now, and we only get 7 hits in the day, and at that time, 3 of those 7 were 3 in a row.
What's it mean to get a 4-run first inning?
It's really big confidence booster. Knowing that my offense has my back just takes all the pressure right off me.
What does Coach Raritan teach, especially in the first ABs up and down the lineup?
I mean, see a lot of pitches, see what the pitcher's throwing, how he's throwing, velocity-wise. If there's a lot of break in his off-speed pitches, stuff like that. Just give advice to other hitters.
You guys know the history of Iowa Western and what that Reaver means.
Definitely, we know the history of what it means, and we're honored to carry it on, and we want to build a legacy, too, to pass it on to the next classes.
Through 13 games, is this ball club where you thought it would be, or where you, whatever?
No, we're way worse than I thought we would be right now, and our kids would tell you that. We have expectations, and those expectations right now, 13 games in, is not to be perfect, but to definitely be better at competing than what we are right now.
Iowa Western opens up its home schedule with the first of many, that is, in the win column. Okay, so the Reavers are off and running at home. And after the first 12 on the road, not to mention a 6-6 record, it's good to get back to good old Doc Ross Field, even if the weather can throw you a curve. Big Blue beats up on the Warriors in Game 1, 10-0. Game 2, pitcher Mitch Reagan in command from the jump fires a one-hitter. The sophomore right-hander strikes out 5 of his first 6 batters, finishes with 10 in just 5 innings. The softball team having a few laughs. Now the Reavers up 1-0 in the 3rd inning. Zach Hanna, skies to right. I got it, no I don't. And the floodgates are open, 2-0. Brandon Benna hits one off the pitcher. Hagen Homestead hustles in. Starter Miguel Sereno cannot continue, limps off. The rout continues. Benjamin Snyder, a bloop job to shallow right. It drops, 2 more score, 6-0. Now, throw in 3 pass balls, you got a 9-run inning. 10-0 Iowa Western after 3. Big Blue bangs out 8 hits overall, rips Ridgewater in 5 again, this time 12-0.
2 more at-bats that were better today. Pitching was outstanding today overall, and obviously allowed us just to more focus on our offense, and that's what we need to continue to do.
I had about 3.5 weeks off from pitching. I kind of did something in my shoulder a couple weeks ago, and the last few weeks I've just worked on strengthening my arm, getting back into the feel of things, and it's really helped me kind of get back and get healthy, so I feel good.
Felt like there were some better ABs today than yesterday.
Yeah, for sure. I think today we had more of an approach of work in the middle of the field. And that good things are always going to happen when you work in the middle of the field.
It doesn't matter who it is, whether it's the World Series or it's March and we're playing a team from Minnesota. It's not about them, and it's not about like run ruling somebody. It's about like what we're doing in our own skin.
The Reavers have skinned their last 6 in a row, looking for 2 more from Ridgewater. Temperatures below freezing, to say the least, but Big Blue bats hot. 2nd inning, Cole Evans belts one to left center. A 2-run shot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 2-0 Iowa Western. Meanwhile, starter Dan Tillo just mowing them down. The sophomore left-hander from Sioux City goes 4, strikes out 7, and does not give up a hit. The scouts have to be impressed. 4th inning, bases loaded. Chris Botso bunts for a base hit, run scores 4-0 home team. Ridgewater, 3 errors in the first 3 innings. 5-0. The Hardy fans on hand see the Reavers bang out 11 hits, score 9 runs, and 3 pitchers strike out 13, combined on a 7-inning no-hitter. Iowa Western waxes the Warriors again, 9-0.
Dan's here. He's signed to go to Arkansas next year, and on a day like today where it's 20 degrees out and he's still 90, 92, throwing strikes, commanding a slider, and still working on things. Today, I thought he did really well for himself.
I just felt like you overpowered him.
You know, it felt good coming out of the hand for how cold it is, but again, I tried hitting my spots, tried working on a few things with my changeup, because I mean I don't throw my changeup all the time, so I threw it a few times. I threw one good one I was happy with, but you know, it's just another opportunity to get better.
I mean, honestly, on that one at bat, I mean, we worked on BP before the game, and I was just focusing on hitting the L screen and working up the middle with it, and I mean, it worked in the game.
What I told him yesterday when we finished the day was respect the game, worry about our uniform, worry about our jobs, and nothing else. The other team, the weather, whatever it may be. So we'll see if we can do that again and then finish up the weekend.
The Reavers close out the weekend knocking off Ridgewater in Game 4. Iowa Western has won 8 in a row. Big Blue just beginning to heat up. The Iowa Western women's basketball team headed to the big dance. Okay, but who will they play? But up next, things are heating up on the fairways. Some long ball hitters. After the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
At the Council Bluffs Recycling Center, we're proud of the effort our community makes to help keep Council Bluffs beautiful by participating in our curbside recycling program. Here are some tips to make sure your recyclables are accepted. If you're confused about plastics, we can help. Numbers 1 through 5 plastic food and beverage containers are acceptable. Usually the recycling triangle and the number inside are located on the bottom of containers. Items we don't take include numbers 6 and 7 plastics, styrofoam, or bags of any sort, although we encourage recycling plastic bags inside local grocery stores. Please be sure to check the calendar in our annual mailer or on our website to find out what items will be picked up each week. Blue Week items for your curbside bin include paper, cardboard, and glass containers. Green Week items for your curbside bin include plastic food and beverage containers, tin and aluminum containers, and tin foil. Thank you for helping us keep Council Bluffs beautiful.
The Iowa Western men's golf team tees off a new season. And par for the course, it's looking pretty good. Now the Reavers step into the first tee box ranked 9th in the nation. There is a fall and a spring season, but this is the one that counts. Here's IWTV student Joel Devick.
The Iowa Western men's golf team finished 6th place at Nationals last year. The 8th-ranked Reavers come into the 2017 season with their work cut out for them.
You know, golf is such a statistical game. It's really easy to track, you know, what you've done, and you know, there's other sports I think it's really hard to quantify what an individual, you know, actually brings to the team. You know, and it can be, you know, different things that don't necessarily show up on a stat sheet.
Last year being a freshman, I know
coming out of high school golf, it's a lot different. So all these kids are really good, and I think trying to get them to realize that would help. I mean, they need to know that they can compete at this collegiate level, and they definitely have the talent. They just have to believe in themselves.
In terms of our sophomores, Brody and Dale Crothers are the two that returned that really had a lot of experience last year. They both went to the national championship with us. They've definitely held their own. They made a lot of improvements from year 1 to year 2.
Well, last year we won quite a few tournaments in the fall, and then after, through the winter months, we didn't get to work as hard as some of the teams because they get to be outdoor year-round, and so I think that kind of hindered us a little bit. But I think the whole team's been working really hard this off-season, lifting weights, swinging, hitting in the nets and everything, and I think that'll help us a lot this year.
And then when you put it all together as a team, you know, we feel like we are good enough to shoot, you know, right around even par or under par golf. And, you know, if that's our focus, things will take care of themselves. But, you know, in terms of just being in our district, we'd love to win our district championship, which is coming up. You know, that would earn us obviously a berth to our national championship. And so those are the things that we, you know, can look forward to, but we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves.
With sophomore leadership and a mix of talent throughout the squad, men's golf looks to take the next step towards the ultimate crown. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Joel Devitt.
The Iowa Western women's golf team is teeing up a new start. And with some older girls and with some international flavor, look for Big Blue to sit atop or near atop the leaderboard when it's all said and done. Here's IDUB TV student Colin Boren.
The ladies are coming off a 5th place finish at Nationals last year. The 8th ranked Reavers look to continue their upward trend in 2017.
I'm just looking forward to having a good year. It's my last year as a Reaver, and I just want to go out there and do the best that I can and have the team do the best that they can. And I know we can do well. It's just a matter of us all getting in the right mindset and going out and doing it.
All I can do is that I can just play my best all season. I know I've put in the work over summer. I know I've put in the work over my Australian summer. Even in the off season here, I just believe that if I keep doing the things I'm doing, I'll come out with a win.
Despite it being a new year and a new team, the goal remains the same.
I think our goal every tournament we go to is to play well enough to win, and we know if we play our absolute best, we have a shot to win every event we play in. For us, you know, really the one that we really focus on as it gets a little closer will be our regional championship, which is essentially a state championship, all the junior colleges in Iowa, and you know, we're I think a 4 or 5 time defending champion, and so there's a target on our back, and all the teams out there, you know, they know they're chasing us, so we want to be as prepared as we can for that, and hopefully take home another region championship, and then, you know, we'll tackle the national championship if it's a possibility and when it comes.
With the first tournament on the horizon, Iowa Western will go into it with confidence and leadership. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Colin Boren.
Thanks, Colin. Up next, our play of the week. This bunch isn't done yet. Who they gonna play? First round opponent on the other side.
Oh, listen now. Can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now. Can you feel the sun?
You're not in here.
Yes, I am.
Move! Give it to him hard!
No, ow.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No,
They want to help,
ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
The suspense is over. Who will it be? Who goes into the meat grinder at Nationals with the big blue machine? Okay, so they announced the field on Sunday. The seedings late Monday. Now, Coach was telling me the Reavers do not get a first-round bye, and Lindsey Vanderhoof is hoping that Iowa Western plays late on Monday, March 20th. Okay, and the winner is? Not quite. Iowa Western tips it off Tuesday at high noon against Northeast Oklahoma A&M. Now the Reavers, District K champs, and the Lady Norse, District B champs. Now seedings and records and all that don't mean a thing right now as far as I'm concerned. It's how you play on that day in that game. Now our special correspondent, Riley Martin, will be with the Reavers on their journey to Texas. He'll bring us all the action and more when it's all said and done. Now it's time for our play of the week. Now, I'll give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. They took the right minerals to the area and came away with a big win. The Iowa Western women's basketball team knocked off Mineral Area in the District K championship game. The Reavers are headed to Nationals for that Big Blue District champs with our play or plays of the week. All right, so another one is in the books. Now some sad news to report. The heart and soul of the Iowa Western baseball program, Doc Ross, passed away recently. We'll remember Doc in our next show. And as always, remember to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Aaron Zach. And so for this latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.